hypertensive, and she's just not looking right. So could you come to my bedside for me, please?
Oh, we don't have vitals yet.
Okay, thank you. I called the nurse practitioner. Her blood pressure is still low.
Hi guys.
Hey. My pressures are low. I'm currently, right now, I'm on epi at 0.05, Murray's at 0.5, Pressex at 0.5, Sentinel's at 1. I haven't really seen her moving too much. Pulse oxes fell a little bit. We were in the upper 90s, but pressures are definitely lower. She was coughing a little bit and moving. I did bolus her on the Precedex and the Sentinel once. I sent a blood gas. So it should be pending shortly. I don't know what you guys think, what we should do here.
Her blood pressure's a little soft, so you should probably give her some volume. And you
do you have a buddy?
Give her
can we do 10 per kilo
of
I have some albumin right here I can administer. This is 5 per kilo of 5% albumin.
Okay, great. Her heart rate looks good. Her blood pressure is just a little low. Her stats look good.
Can you get another nurse to help Christy out?
I'll try.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, the 5% albumin, I'm going to start slow pushing that.
Hey Molly, it's Eric. Hey, can we have your help with bed 21, please?
So she was awake and now she's not, or she's
well, she was supposed to earlier. I give her a bolus.
The sooner the better.
But stats really right now have not changed in the last couple minutes. Pressures have been hanging like upper 50s to low mid 60s there. Heart rate's really unchanged. Should they febrile to send that blood gas?
Okay. Is the gas back? Let's see.
You might know if the gas is returned. Blood gas.
Epi's at 0.05, Norner's at 0.5. Perfusion, she's kind of cool to touch. Chest tube really hasn't put out anything. I stripped it. That's unchanged. I listened to her. I don't really hear any change in her heart sounds. I do have my pacemaker hooked up in case we do need that.
Okay. The rhythm still looks good. Your blood pressure is still soft, so the volume's not really helping.
Any craziness on your chest output?
No, no. I've had out like 3 every hour or something. This is like serosanguine. It's not bad. I don't have any air leak that I've noted. Urine output's kind of dropped off the last couple hours. I mean, still like 0.25 to 0.5 per kilo, considering what it was this morning of like 1 per kilo. So it has slacked off a little bit. But really, perfusion, she just feels a little bit cooler to touch. Pulses are a little bit more, you know, definitely not as strong as they were earlier.
Okay, so let's just keep giving her this volume.
Molly.
She said she's on her way. I'll call her again.
So in this real life, we're going to go get notify the cardiac attendant.
Yeah, who's on today? Veronica, I'll call Veronica too.
Yeah.
Hey, can they get help please or send someone our way?
Alright, so we still have a rhythm, airway, breathing. We're breathing with the ventilator. Vent's set at 24. We have our gas pending. Sats are 95, so we're okay there. Blood pressure just soft, and it's just the perfusion change for sure. So,
she's on Norland.
Sorry guys, that's all I got. That's good.
Is that volume done? Can we do another one?
Yeah, that volume's in the 5 per kilo.
Let's go ahead and increase your epi to 0.06 for the time being.
Okay. I'm going to change the epi to 0.06.
And your access is good?
I do have a central line in the right IJ, double lumen, and I do have a peripheral that's infusing the sedation and the some maintenance fluids.
Let's give her another round of volume.
So that's another 5 mLs per kilo?
Yes.
So this will make a total of 10 mLs per kilo, correct?
Our stats are dropping a little, but not horrible. And we did notify Dr. Godsey and
we have a stethoscope I can borrow.
Our stats are dropping, guys.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna give her a breath.
Alright.
Can I really give her a breath?
Yep, you can do it. Are you really here? Or?
Do we have a...
Yeah. Alright, so we were on 40% with a rate of 24.
60%.
Okay, 60%. Our stats are falling. Minus the blood pressure is definitely not getting and responding to the volume. That's 75 per kilo in.
Good, bilateral breath down.
Did you call for a cardiac attending?
We did.
What's going on?
So this is our
Kind of
post-op.
suction too, Christy.
Our post-op AV canal patient.
They did call it.
Post-op AV canal patient. We started with low blood pressures, gave some volume. Now our sats are dropping. We gave her a little breath. He's going to try to suction here. We increased the FB a little, but she's cool to catch low pulses, but her blood pressure is still pretty low despite the volume.
Okay. Do you have a gas back?
We were still waiting on the gas. Can we call again?
So your gas was 722,
Yeah.
SCO2 was 60, PaO2 was 65,
This is our gas.
base deficit of 3, a lactate of 4.
Okay. So you want...
Hey, Eric, what's going on? Marissa, what's going on?
Oh, sorry. This is our post-op AV canal. Came in, she was hypotensive. We
Matt,
gave
do you
2
have a
rounds of
buddy here I can
volume
call?
for some
One
hypotension
Eastern.
here. Now
Yeah.
sats are dropping. We gave her
8536.
breath. Matt's tried to suction and is now bagging, and our sats are now continuing to decrease. Decreased pulses, perfusion. We're waiting on the gas, or the gas just came back. She's acidotic. What did you say? I'm sorry. The deficit was 3.4.
So why don't we give some backcarb? Did the fluid help at all?
Not really.
Okay.
Honestly, it didn't.
Why don't we give a diluted epi? Why don't we give some calcium if it looked a little bit low on
Hey,
that?
Lane, would you mind to draw up some calcium for us and also a dose of bicarb? We'd like bicarb 1 per kilo.
Okay, I have 1 per kilo.
What you said? There's calcium
Yeah.
chloride.
And then maybe some diluted epi and see if we can get some norepi going. Go ahead and take your epi to 0.08. If we're doing all this, then I'm going to go ahead and call Chris and just talk to him about what's going on since she's post-op. And
Great.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give that 1 per kilo
Norepinephrine.
bicarb. Okay. 1 per kilo bicarb.
is she on any hydrochlor or anything?
Not to my knowledge, no.
That might be something to consider as well.
Alright, the sodium bicarb, I'm going to slow push that over here a couple minutes.
Let's do a dose of hydrochlor too, really.
Hey,
So, alright, so you're on.
so we have this 8-month-old that just had her AV canal repaired. We have stats in the 50s.
Molly,
now.
if you record, I give 1 kilo of sodium
Yes.
bicarb.
And now our heart rate is dropping. We might
Heart rate's dropping. Let's make sure she's not cold as well.
She's cold.
We're gonna get. She is intubated and we're bagging.
Do we have the epi?
Full
We
dose
can
of
get an
diluted.
X-ray.
I had to do it here, would you like me to get it?
Yes, please.
Alright, I'm going to start
There's a
CPR.
trilogy back in
Yes.
there.
And we'll make sure she's warm. All right, Chrissy just started CPR because the heart rate is 65.
Alright.
Epi.
Where's your open
Great, I'll
line?
do it. Thanks. Bye. All right, so we're gonna activate ECMO. Yes, that would be great. If you or one of the APTs, either one. All right, who do we have going next for taking compressions? Perfect, okay. And then we have pharmacy here.
Yeah, I'm making
Nitrous on the way.
You have a good, we had a good end title. We're not concerned
Hey,
with
Lynn,
that.
can you record for me,
Title was
please?
good.
Yep.
End title is good?
Yep.
All right, so what kind of pressures are you needing for bagging, Matt?
Molly's calling ECMO now.
Yeah.
First dose of epi is in, with a flush behind it.
50/21.
0.01 per kilo.
We need a break to see how many we need a break.
Yeah, take a break.
All right, so let's think about H's and
baby
T's
have a
about
name?
why this kid went
Does
down.
baby have a name?
Robbie,
Robbie.
here's your nitrous.
Thank you.
Sim.
Let's just start it here and we'll just look at the back.
Robbie, and then 1 dose of bicarb, 1 per kilo. I've given a third dose of epi. Sim. We've
All right,
given
we're
you
back.
5 per kilo boluses.
8-month-old.
8-month-old,
Robbie.
post-op, AV canal.
We're bagging on 20 of nitric now.
Thank you.
You guys like the ECMO page set?
7
Yes,
kilos
please.
per weight.
Alright, so
All right, thank you.
we have a good airway, so that shouldn't be the issue. We probably have some high PDR. We already started the nitrate. Was she doing anything from a neuro status before this?
She coughed a little bit. I'd given her a Presidex and a Pediatric bolus like prior to that, but she was still like kind of, but less responsive than she had been.
Okay.
This perfusion was really the subtle change that I noticed.
Alright, do we have our epi drawn up?
We do, yep.
I go ahead and give it this epi.
No, I called for help.
Well, they don't know how to send all this stuff, right?
And we've given bicarb as well. So this is an AV canal test was repaired today. Just started having lower blood pressure.
Second dose of epi in.
We got our heart rate down to 65. We got epi at 308.
So,
I asked for more epi, and calcium and bicarb because they were acidotic on the gas. Matt is bagging, and we're going to give
you guys have a
this
problem with
epi.
this?
The only other thing I thought about was hydroport, but
Yeah.
we started nitric in line with our bagging.
I like it.
You have any
That's
other
an
thoughts?
oxygen nitrate,
Alright,
fluid bolus.
Yeah,
Do we
fluid
need to
bolus
strip
didn't do a whole
the
lot.
mediastinal tube?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can do that too.
I just
So what's
stripped it.
going on?
So, sounds like when I came in here, I started having some hypotension, got some fluid boluses. In addition, started having some decreased sats and didn't really improve with fluid boluses. So, it was on 0.06 of epi. We went up to 0.08. We were giving a dose of epi. When this heart rate went down into the 60s, Christy started chest compressions. So, we've been rotating chest compressions and giving epi. Matt's bagging, we added nitric in line. The base deficit was 3 on the gas, so we gave some bicarb.
Okay.
That's kind of where we are up to this point.
So we should flip this kid around and go on it.
Okay.
Is the OR team around?
Yep. Here.
For 2 doses of epi, would you like anything else?
So, did we give the dose of bicarb?
I have not given those.
Let's give dose of bicarb. I'd give 2 per kilo of bicarb if possible.
Drop this so we can split
Yep.
this.
So Marissa's going to continue CPR. Eric, if you will guide our line since you're on that side.
Yep.
There's that.
1 moment, please. There we go. Where are we going?
Is the whole thing turning or just the
You want this to do the?
Well, it won't go all the way
Okay,
around.
all right, sorry. We can straighten this out here in a minute.
Go halfway.
2 minutes, and you do it every 2 minutes, and you'll be right every time.
Here's the norepi drip.
And then,
Eric, you can give another dose of epi.
All right, 1 minute. Once we get flipped here. All right, so I got the ECMO page. I'm calling in. Hey, are we doing the other stuff on the list there to get everything ready for it? Finish the chart here. There you go.
We need order type and screen.
Let me take just come behind me.
Okay.
hey Eric, can
So,
you work on getting the
Christy,
orders
can you
in
help
for?
get to order 2 units of PRBCs to the bedside here with this? We need to get our
Can you push meds here, please?
Yep.
500 units of heparin to bedside.
Get our heparin.
3rd dose of
Sodium
epi in,
bicarbonate.
bicarb's in.
Sodium.
Hey, can we get 10 MEQs of sodium bicarb drawn up?
And then
Hey Eric, have you listened?
of bicarb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Good bond
then
over
500
we had a good
Epi
entitled
infusion stat. So can we get that
activated
ordered?
nitric.
Already running.
Nitrate.
Bedside.
At 20 parts per million.
Heart for bedside.
Great. All right.
About that.
So
So can we have someone grab Christy? Do you want to go grab those in the crowd with me?
I'm gonna call blood bank.
This fentanyl.
Already cold.
Is it like a French
Yes,
press?
yes.
Sending you in line for the pressure.
Molly, I'm doing that. When the blood bank calls.
We just sent out the activation page. Should they get the activation page?
I hope that they should, yeah.
Okay. You want me to go ahead and, even though our pressure will go ahead and get some, preparation for.
All right, so are we doing coding right now? Do we have a line of people then?
I haven't given any station.
You're next right there?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna
All right, perfect.
Or I can wait till whenever Kyle gets here and.
All right, so we have the next person. Do we have a 3rd person who's going to go after that?
Is our heart,
I can always swap
hey
too.
y'all, our heart
So you
rate's
get
starting to
behind
come
her.
up. Do we have a
Molly, I can
pulse?
swap with them. We're bagging in
versus if you need to do something else.
Do we have a pulse?
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter to me.
Does it have a real pulse? I don't know if it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Should.
Let's see, it looks like on the monitor we're 45 over 35. We feel a pulse?
I do very slightly.
I don't think we can in 2 or 3 rest of the heavy. The drip is running. My other thought is if we're worried that this is a pulmonary hypertensive crisis, we could do sedation and paralysis, and that might help us out some too.
I have
Yes.
how much Norepi?
Norepi 0.05.
Alright, norepinephrine starting at 0.05.
You want to?
Do you guys feel a pulse?
4239. 500 units per minute.
Okay. I don't.
Was there a lot of chest tube out there?
I don't, but I don't.
I did not ask that question, honestly. Christy, did we have a lot of chest tube
No,
out there?
I had like 3 out the hour before. I stripped it. Nobody responded.
Never been bleeding?
No.
Faint. I'm like, I feel like I feel it in this.
So let's get
You have a
some.
pulsatile waveform on your art line.
hold
Thank
compression.
you. Have a pulse.
So let's give some rock and give some fentanyl.
Okay, fentanyl bolus.
How much fentanyl are we on right now, Christy?
Fentanyl was at 1.
All right, let's just give one.
Can someone grab me another Metfusion pump, please?
Yep.
Hey Meredith, can we have a Metfusion, please? Thank you.
Alright, 1 kilo of fentanyl. Any Precedex bolus?
No.
Alright, and then I can give the rock.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Getting you right now. He's doing my house.
Flush.
Lungs are stiff too.
Yeah.
Her, even though she has a pulse, her perfusion's still really cold. She's cold.
Did you guys hook up her pacing wires?
Yeah, her wires are hooked up. Currently, right now, I have her at DDD, a rate of 120, 10, and 10.
That must not be capturing that, huh?
It says it's pacing.
What's our
Yeah,
output
but
set
we're,
to?
heart rate's 95.
Yeah.
I don't see any pacing spikes
Can we
either.
turn the output up
Yeah.
on her?
Yeah.
So, what would you prefer?
Just all the way up.
Okay.
That's the wrong.
Is the rock uranium in?
10 mgs per mouth.
Rock uranium is in. Sarah's just finished giving the rock.
So
All right.
we turned up the pacer up to 20.
Output of 20. HR on this for both DDD.
And it's set at what, 120?
Now, wait a minute, we're starting to get some capture here.
Okay.
There we go. Are you okay with that
Would you like
rate?
me to call cardiology?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
A CVP?
Sweet is on call, correct?
Yes, Nita's on call.
The CVP is 20.
Yeah, I don't have it stuff.
Kirsty, here's your rock. Molly, here's your Metfusion.
I'd probably give some more bicarb if we think it's a PDR issue.
It is, Eric. Hey, we have a post-op card that's
Will it be
fixing and picking.
crack the chest for central ECMO and turn your clamp on off with narrow pulmonary pressure?
I don't even know the code. I don't even know the
Or it could be pH too, or both.
A simulation.
We want.
Yeah, I probably would open the chest and the
Yeah,
front
so,
chest.
and can we have that go too when you're on the way?
Just to make sure there's no fluid there, and either go on through the chest or the neck and then put it on the chest.
The line, this happens to be our
What's that?
line for ECMO.
Veronica, I requested that go too.
Thank you.
Like another walrus.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Is this the
Lines,
you can put-
catheters.
You can put this thing on ECMO for reading, this the patient can go on ECMO or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, for people just coming down the hallway there.
Okay.
Chris, is there for setting up for you and other stuff you want for
Yeah.
get your table and everything in here?
Yeah. How
Hey, David. So we're only on 1 per kilo per hour of fentanyl. We just bolus and gave it as a rock. I think there's a concern that this is a pulmonary hypertensive crisis. We had low blood pressure, low stats, heart rate went into the 60s, did some compression, got back to 90, started pacing, capturing with an output of 20 at a rate of 120 DDD, My thought was, so we've given some bicarb, he's gotten multiple doses of epi, of the on and epi drip at 0.08. What do you think about what kind of fentanyl drip you would want for ECMO attenuation? I was being somewhat cautious with the lower blood pressure.
So the question would be, instead of narcotics, why don't we do some ketamine?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
I have some ketamine at the bedside.
That'd be great. Why don't we just start, well, since we don't know how he's going to respond, why don't we start at a half per kilo?
Okay.
And then we can titrate, we can even potentially put him on a drip. What kind of access do we have?
We have IJ double lemon and a 1 per P.
You're probably using,
And we are right now.
free?
Well, we're pushing through our sedation line right now, just because that's all the other inotropes are in the other line, including milrinone at 0.5, epi and
Go
norepi.
ahead and just do the bolus and we'll titrate like
How much? How much?
Just a quick fluid check is all we need. Maybe if there's no fluid, we'll just go on through the neck, you know?
I understand from
You said half grade?
leadership over at the window desk, you need to start draining
I
a
mean, it
small
doesn't
amount.
matter. You want to use that?
This right here?
Yeah, tell her to take that off. Thank you. And you can ultrasound it. Huh? You can
We should also probably
Oh, you
work on
can? Is this like,
Sorry, this is my, you just not dressing.
I also brought that up on email. Hey, Eric, did we ever give the hydroport?
Yes, it was good.
Ketamine is like 20%. And then her flush.
Yes, we can check the glucose.
I did not do that. But we had blood gas, so it might have been on there. What was our glucose over blood gas?
There's a trace material. It's just the
I'm just calling that. I'm not letting that out. Ketamine then.
They're asking a non-cardiologist.
All right, so, thanks, guys. So we'll go on through the neck, because there's no fluid, so.
Hyperglycemia.
You guys want to work with this a little longer, or do you want to just go on ECMO? How long have we been working?
So our EF was 20%, but it was normal coming off bypass. I guess my concern is if it was normal coming off bypass, then this,
So we started CPR at 14:20.
if we know there's no tamponade and all that.
We're not doing CPR.
But from the beginning,
13 minutes?
yeah, from when we started CPR to when Rosk was at.
I mean, we're paralyzed, we're on nitric, and the sats are still awful, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't,
14:29.
I mean, this is compatible with life for a little bit longer, but not, you know, forever,
I
so.
feel like anecdotally, I had a surgeon tell me one time that if anything like this happens, it's tamponade until proven otherwise, and you have to open the chest. But
Yeah.
just with the decrease in function comparatively to the intra-op.
We might consider chest x-ray, look at the lung fields.
You got a gas recently?
Have we gotten an
We
X-ray
did
or
when
no?
I first walked in, but no, not
We
since
have
then.
not done the chest
We can repeat a gas and we can get an X-ray.
Gas. Matt can run it on.
I'd also consider giving some more bicarb just because we were relatively acidic.
1 per kilo. 2 per kilo bicarb, please. Okay. 2 per kilo.
What was the first thing that happened?
Pressures went down.
Yeah, my blood pressure. I thought it was CPN was a lot cooler. Pulses were just still like just a lot more distance than what they were in just getting back shift.
So your gas?
The new blood gas?
Yes. Your new gas is 7.1. 65 is your PCO2, PaO2 of probably less than 50 at this point. A base deficit of 10 and a lactate of 13.
So we'll just go on ECMO.
All right.
It's like a smart idea. Chrissy, do we have a temp for him?
Yes, 35.6. I believe was the first one. Do we have a new temp? Do we have a new temp?
Temperature?
Temperature is 37 now. You can
There we go.
there's an atrial and a venous.
Just cut on one side of it, you mean?
You can do both sides, so one on one side and one on the other. You can put a venous cleaner.
You're waiting for the blood.
14.
I'm not sure I know where you want to cut it, but,
Molly, do you have a way to get a hold of this here? Like, we get it or-
Yes.
Is they about 239?
You don't have to take it out. You can just put the cannula right through.
So leader, I'm gonna step outside and make way for these guys.
Take your excisors, you can actually spread the tissue right over and put the cannula in the tubing.
Do you want me to open up a tray?
Sean, she's calling.
I mean, the tray's better than the pack.
sure, sure.
Hey, Dr. Massio, who do we think is critical?